Before I went in the mission field in 1946, all of the work on the farm was done by hand. Potatoes were picked by hand, the beets were topped by hand, the hay was pitched loose and hauled into the loose hay sacks by hand. It seemed like that was the most popular method. I left in 1946. When I got back in 1948, we had a baler, we had a beet topper, and the next year, maybe it was 2 years later, we bought a direct load spud harvester. So in the 2 years I was gone, farming changed from strictly the grunt, shovel, hoe method to more mechanized thing, and progressed very rapidly from then on. I suppose that if I'd had to go back to picking spuds by hand and topping beets by hand, hauling loose hay by hand, that I would not have been very interested in farming. There was one or two rituals that we always seemed to observe in our family, as we always had some pasture for cattle, and is because bull thistle invariably grows up in pasture and must be controlled. On the morning of the 4th of July, you just as well get your shovel and start for the pasture, because that seemed to be the project for that day. And we cut bull thistle till maybe 1 or 2 o'clock, depending on how fast we could get it done, and then we'd get some time off for the 4th. These little things that we get started at come to make family tradition for the most part. We used to always start hulling manure, seemed to me, on Thanksgiving Day. Get up early in the morning and get your fork and hook up the horses and shovel manure till early afternoon. This was a ritual on Thanksgiving Day for most of my life unless there was something a little more unpleasant to do, and then of course we did that. We never did worry about having an appetite for Thanksgiving dinner. I believe Dad loved physical, hard work. You could see him going out at 5 in the morning with the shovel on his back, whistling, and shovel ditch all day long till 9 at night, and be back whistling, coming back from the ditch shoveling like he enjoyed the whole day. I'd often told Dad if he'd had more of my work ethic, and if he had had more of my work ethic and I had more of his, we'd both be better off, because I never did get to feeling excited about the shovel and the fork, and especially on holidays. Mother gave a different dimension to life. Mother was literature-minded, liked programs, liked pageants and musicals and all of this sort of things. And I don't know about the rest of the family, but Helen and I think some of the others were regular participants in these programs, sometimes several times a year for a major program. Mother taught the trail builders class when I was a boy trail builder, and Mother had a love of nature, and she talked about plants and trees and flowers and how they lived and what it was all about, and tried to give her children a love of the outdoors and a love of nature. Mother's garden, flower beds, and so forth were the envy of the neighborhood, excepting for those that had to mow the lawn and cultivate, and then they kind of wished it was a little smaller. But between Mother and Dad, they added those two dimensions of life that I guess I'm really grateful for, because Dad loved work, worked hard, loved music, was a good musician. Mother loved the poetry, loved the programs, loved the stories, loved nature, and she gave each of her children an opportunity to indulge themselves in those activities.